Hi everyone. I tried to start a video today this morning before work, but it was very emotional, so I had to stop recording because a long-time client of mine, I was going to go to their house today to help, and the husband passed away, and I've known these people for over 9 years, and so I tried to film a video about it, and I couldn't. Anyway, today she said about posting pictures and hoarding pictures, and she's not a hoarder. And in fact, today we got rid of like 9 garbage bags of trash, and just been getting a lot of different like feedback about hoarders, and I just wanted to do a couple quick facts or tips for people that are having some issues with that. And the biggest thing is, and I've been working with hoarders for 12 years, is I have never ever met a hoarder that would call themselves a hoarder. And a hoarder will also not think it's that bad. Like they'll say, oh, you've seen worse and it's not that bad. And then the people that call themselves a hoarder or fearing themselves that are hoarders, they're not a hoarder. And so I always say, with my hoarders, I don't even use the H word, like at all. I don't have a lot of before and after pictures because I won't even take pictures because I know that they're already with hoarding as a way to handle anxiety. So their anxiety is already so high, me being there, that I'm not going to be posting pictures. And then my luck, I'd post them on my page and they would see them and people would be like, oh my God, that hoarder. And then that person would shut down. And my goal is to help my clients and not to embarrass them. And so the hoarding pictures I do have are one that there was an intervention with the family, and the guy he was my first hoarder. He's doing amazing. Like, he has a whole new life and he moved. So he doesn't even live at that house anymore. And that was after not dating for 15 years and not having company for 5 years. And now he's married and lives down south. So yay for him. So I have his pictures. And then I have a hoarder that passed away in the house. And so he obviously wasn't there, so I have those pictures. And then I have hoarder pictures where a tenant left the house because they were going to get new windows for that area, and instead of dealing with it, he just left everything, including a cat. So the landlord contacted me. So yeah, I do a lot of hoarding jobs, but I don't have a lot of pics because I won't even ask. But if you're dealing with a hoarder, there are some rules. One, do not call them a hoarder. They will be really offended, and they should be. And it's going to feel like they're being attacked, and they're going to shut down, and their anxiety is going to build, and then they're not going to be any use to you. Like, you won't be able to get them to decide on anything. They're going to feel anything you say to them after that point, they're going to take as a personal attack. So do not use the word hoarder unless you want to be not a friend with them anymore. Number two, start a list of things that you guys can agree that can be thrown away. Things like this would be, hey, can we get rid of all the coupons from like the 80s and 90s? Can we agree on that? Or, hey, these napkins, we're not going to reuse them, like these food napkins. Can we get rid of the napkins? So you're only allowed to throw away those items. That's it. I don't care if something is damaged and there's mice droppings and there's rips in it and holes and nobody can wear this item anymore. If it's not on the list, do not throw it away. You will make a possible highly suggested, so I put highly suggested trash pile, and you will talk to them and show them those piles before you throw anything away, because with hoarding, they want to be able to justify what they're doing. So if they can find one thing that you've done wrong or one thing you've thrown away that wasn't on the list, or I can't believe you threw this away, then you're done. They're not going to let you do anymore. They're going to feel attacked. They're going to feel like justified, like you are wrong and they are right. So I don't care if you think it's trash. Do not throw it away unless it's on the list. And you want to start with things that are easy, like actual trash, or things that can be recycled. Or if I always tell people, if you can find homes for their clutter babies, then they will easily give it away. It's so weird. Like, they have to have homes for their clutter babies. That's what I call it. So if you have a bunch of linens, you can ask them about, hey, can we donate them to SPCA? If it's clothing items, hey, I know this homeless shelter that's taking blank, blank, and blank, blank. Freecycle.org is where you can post free items and people will take it. And my first order had 5 blenders and two are, my dog's barking at me, two were broken. And we were actually able to free cycle the broken ones and he got rid of the 2 broken ones. Another tip is you don't want to start with memories and things that invoke anxiety because that's what they're dealing with. And if they're not dealing with why they're hoarding, they're not going to ever stop hoarding. So you have to realize something might have happened to them. It could be a loss of a child, it could be a fire, it could be a sexual assault, something where they feel like something was taken from them or something happened to them. And it also might be, I experienced this today, where the person grew up in a hoarding house. That's traumatic. So that's their traumatic experience and that's what they're dealing with. So you have to realize it's an anxiety thing and you can't push them. So you want to start sorting things into categories and then have them decide on a category. Like, hey, let's work in 20-minute periods. You have all these purses. Can we get rid of some easy ones? You don't want to be on them about every little thing. And okay, you have to get rid of all of them but 5. Make easy decisions first. Work them through the process before you go on them about the little things. Because if you get their anxiety, if you're not looking at their anxiety and keeping it low, they will burn out, be mentally exhausted, and will be done for you. Like you won't be able to get any more decisions making that day. So the biggest thing with hoarding is kind of like doing it yourself and sorting it, and then in short shifts working with them so they don't get overwhelmed and keeping an eye on their facial expressions, their words, and seeing how their anxiety is to manage it. Because if they get past that point, they're done. And you don't want to say anything negative because they already feel like you're judging them. And you're not judging them, hopefully, but they're still going to feel it. So it's why it's always good to have somebody neutral, like an organizer or a neighbor. It's not really good to have family and friends because there's already the build up history. So everything you say or do, they're going to read into it. Like that person means this, or they already told me about getting rid of stuff and they're attacking me. And then you have that other stuff going on that has nothing to do with the stuff and it causes more anxiety. So anyway, I'm going to start doing more hoarding videos because I've been working with them for a long time and I'm very, very protective of people that hoard because I know what they're going through and I know they can be helped and there's nothing wrong with them. They're just trying to deal with whatever happened to them. And so this is the part 1 and that's it. I'm going to go on because my dog is wanting to go out and I can't think. Bye.